So now let's go on further if there's no questions. All right. Yes, here this one I wanna tackle this question. Sorry, not this question. This thing. So what's the main difference between setting aside money for children's education fund and versus a retirement fund? Or not setting aside, I would say the amount that you need to have on a lump sum basis between a retirement fund and children's education fund. Casey, can you make a guess?
The when is children education fund, you need it in quite a lump sum lah. I mean, like maybe in 3-4 years time you have to spend all that money for that. But retirement
Correct,
fund,
yes.
longer, right?
Yes, correct. Yes, very good. For children's education fund, you need the whole lump sum. In probably 3 to 4 years, 3 to 5 years. All right. So that means that if your children's education fund, you are setting aside $500,000, and this $500,000 will be needed within the next 3 to 5 years. So in that sense, it's actually, I would say, short to medium term only. In that sense, you cannot invest for the long term, because by the time that if your child is reaches age 18 already, and that children's education fund, you need to set aside ready for the next 3 to 5 years. So in that sense, the way you invest will be very different from retirement fund. Okay, and in this case, if it's a children education fund, if you put 100% into bonds, to me, I think it's still okay, because you're gonna need this money within the next 3 to 5 years. So there's not much time to fool around or to wait until the stock market rebound again. So in that sense, you probably, if you want to put in stocks, you should not be putting much. Probably about 20% of your money in stocks only. Most of it should put in bonds already, or fixed deposit or something like that. Okay, but for retirement fund, the lump sum is not needed one shot. What you need is a spread of income, a spread of capital from now until the next 30 years. So you need a spread of income for the next 30 years or so. So in that sense, because you're needing a spread of income for the next 30 years or so, basically you can break down your money from short term to medium term to even long term. But most of the bulk of your money should be meant for the long term, because it's meant for 5 years and more. So in that sense, you should be investing as if you are investing for growth. So that's the main difference between children's education fund and retirement fund. And if any planner, or if you do find any planner, and the planner, if you ask them this question and they cannot answer this, I think you can move on already to the next one already, because they may be lumping up these two and giving you an advice which is good for one but it's bad for the other. It's terrible. Yeah. Okay, so this one is very important. So now we will focus on retirement fund, which the money that you need for the next 30 years or more. Like in my case, I will need it for the next 50 years or more, because I have a lump sum already. So, and considering I'm only 35, and I like to plan for the worst case scenario. So I like to plan until I'm living up to age 100, preferably probably 120, because that time maybe medical advancement might be so good that you can live up to so long. Oh well. So in that sense, I want to plan for perpetuity. Not that I plan to live until perpetuity, but I plan to. I think that's impossible. But I plan to live, to let my money to live until perpetuity. All right. So that one, or better yet, becomes richer and richer as time goes by. All right. Okay. So then the next one I want to cater for that is a question sent by the WhatsApp group. So when you're retired